Erdogan has been waging a war against Fethullah Gulen for the past 2 years, and Fethullah Gulen has found asylum in the U.S. So it's always been a sticking point between the two nations, and Erdogan has the impression that the U.S. is protecting Gulen. So everything turns around Gulen when you speak about the relationship and the obsession of Erdogan regarding Gulen. But you're right. We have to go back to past and look at the fact that Turkey, until recently, has not allowed the U.S. To use his base, especially during the last Gulf Wars. Only under the pressure of the world community after Islamic State became so powerful did Erdogan allow the U.S. to use the base. So for a lot of people, for a long time under Erdogan, NATO has not been able to use its full potential because of Turkey's shenanigans.
And Turkey has just said that, informed the U.S. that it will reopen the air base and it will reopen the airspace as well. So that's the latest development. Erdogan is democratically elected, but you could argue it's an autocratic democracy, and the U.S. Technically wants to support democratically elected leaders. But as you mentioned, it's a complicated relationship. And also, the U.S. and the EU need Turkey to help solve the refugee problem. So what kind of negotiations need to go on moving forward regarding the refugee problem?
A couple of things need to happen. First, even before the refugee problem, the role that Turkey played into building the fire, if you will, with both the al-Nusra camp, Al-Qaeda in Iraq, and Islamic State, has put the West in the position that we are in today. And that's why you had some statements from the French foreign minister today. They're hinting at the fact that Turkey has been more of an enemy of the West by helping and abetting Islamic State and other things. But you are right. Moving forward, when we're talking about the refugees, the question is going to be, believe it or not, what's going to happen with the death penalty? Because everything that had to do with the deal that Merkel did with Erdogan was linked to the fact that, Turks could have free access to the EU without a visa, and it was already talking about potentially negotiation about Turkey being in the EU. But if they, one way or another, reestablish the death penalty, then the negotiations are dead, because none of the EU members can have a death penalty.